Oh yeah, Alpha, welcome to our first ever Madden 21 power rankings. Now we're going to go from 32 down to 21 here real fast. If you don't like where you rank, you're going to have to do better to move yourself up. Where you rank is only in your hands. So let's get things started here. Coming in at number 32, look, it's got to be me. It's got to be this guy, right? Freight Train Shane. The Miami Dolphins. Let me begin by saying there is no way that I am the worst player in the league. That said, I do have the Miami Dolphins, and they are certainly the worst team out the gate. So the one thing that I do have is a ton of picks and a ton of cap space, and I'm working on my stick skill every single day, so watch out. We should be able to make some moves. I just don't see how we're going to be competitive out the gate, and I would not be doing the league any better by putting myself any higher. So I'm starting out worst player in the league. That's easy. You should all be walking over the commissioner. Coming in at number 31, Steady Ballin' and the New York Giants. Now, I think there's actually a few teams that could have been put in this position and nobody would have argued with me whatsoever, but I went with Steady simply because he's been unproven lately. The Jets are another disaster type team, especially with the loss of Jamal Adams. They do have the building blocks that Miami doesn't have yet, but the Jets are another team that are going to find it hard to contend right out the gate. Both the Jets and the Dolphins do have the fact that their division might be the weakest in the league, so there's ample opportunity for Steady Ballin' to move up. Coming in at number 30, we're going to go with Augustine and the Cowboys. And how does that happen? Because the Cowboys are one of the better teams in the game, right? They're pretty much set everywhere outside of their cap situation. So how do we put Augustine at number 30 on this list? Well, the answer is that it's not the Dallas Cowboys. It's Augustine. I've never seen Augustine play. I really know nothing about this guy. But what I do know is that a lot of people collectively lost their minds when they found out he's an alpha. To quote one person, look, Augustine is either blind or his controller is only made up of buttons because the kid has zero stick skill. So no excuses, Augustine. You got a great team. You better prove people wrong. Coming at number 29, we're going to go with Smacks and the Tennessee Titans. Look, in all honesty, I think Smacks could definitely be higher on this list, and I'm probably doing him a disservice here. He's got his hometown Titans. Derrick Henry is a beast. The Titans are pretty much solid everywhere, so the only thing going against Smacks here is his history. Us old dogs just don't think as fast as some of you younger cats. Maybe that's an excuse, maybe it's a reason. I hope Henry rushes for 2,000 yards and Tannehill to Brown becomes a thing this year. Number 28, Ready Baby and the Buffalo Bills. My God, this is the third AFC East team in the bottom 5 spots. Now that's embarrassing for our division. Ready Baby is another guy that I don't know anything about. I've never seen him play. He was a recommendation by one of our legacy guys, and you know that carries some weight with me. But the feedback that I got was, I think Ready Baby cosplays as a carpet on game nights. People just walk all over him. So, Ready Baby, the Bills are actually a pretty good Madden team in my opinion. They're not great, but they've got a lot of potential, so you should be able to improve upon yourself. I don't know yet, prove yourself. Let's see how you use those Bills. Now, coming in at number 27, this is Made to Shine in the Detroit Lions, and man, I struggled with this one. Because Made to Shine is a far better player than quite a few people in front of him. I think Detroit is Detroit though, right? They have a lot of needs, and like my own team, I have to rank him lower because the team holds him back for at least a season. Shine, it's not you. It's the team. Now, number 26 is going to be It's Jeebus and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jeebus knows his Jaguars got a lot of work to do, and most of you don't know Jeebus as he's brand new to Alpha, and he was actually never a part of Madden Sim Leagues. But he's a competitor. The Jaguars have some pieces, though, but they're bits and pieces, and he's going to struggle to get them going. I would imagine he'll be working the trade market pretty hard, so he might be up and running sooner rather than later. I hope to see him competitive this year. Number 25, we're going to go with the Green Bay Packers and Evo. Now, it's always hard trying to find the right place to put new people in the league, and it's even harder when you don't know them at all. They're brand new to everybody in the league, and that's the case with Evo. Now, had he been anyone else, I probably would have put him in the 12 to 14 range with the Packers, right? Maybe even the top 10, but none of us have ever played him on the field. But he's talking shit early in the chat early on, which is usually a good sign. I absolutely love it. The only downfall is we've seen some pretty good Super Bowl players from other leagues come in and never make the playoffs here. So hopefully those Packers don't go to waste. You've only got room to go up, Evo. Let's see it. Number 24, Dish It Out and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I'm not sure if Dish is the same guy I remember when he first joined Alpha back in 2016. Whatever the year was that we tried to get on Facebook. It was crappy. It sucked. But anyway, Dish came in, and he was probably the best thing about that experience. I think he had the Bucks, and he was a competitor right out the gate. This time, he's got the Falcons, and the Falcons may be aging a little bit, but they're a dome team. They've got Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson. They've pretty much got everything but pass rushers, right? So Dish could be moving up this list pretty quickly. Number 23, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Chi-Town. Dollar Bill in the house. The man with no shirts gets a team that fell all the way to 30 in the draft. Now, honestly, I have no idea how the Steelers fell that far. They've got decent running backs, good wide receivers, linebackers for days. We know Minkah Fitzpatrick is a topic that everybody loves to talk about. Steelers at 30 were probably the steal of the draft. You can try to convince me otherwise. That said, I'm probably disrespecting Bill a little bit here by ranking him in the 23rd spot with a really good team. I feel bad about it, Bill. I do, but it's done, and you're just going to have to move on. Chainbreaker comes in at number 22nd with the Denver Broncos. As with a lot of you guys, Chainbreaker has been in and out of alpha for the better part of 10 years. Every game you play with him is sim, every game you play with him is enjoyable, but not every game is as competitive as you would hope. Sometimes he's taking you to school, other times it seems like Chain's playing an entirely different game. Which Chainbreaker do we get in Madden 21? I don't know. But Denver's got a young quarterback. The running backs get a boost with Melvin Gordon. They've got young, fast wide receivers that Madden seems to love rating-wise. Defensively, they've got pass rushers for days. So I feel a statement season coming here, Chainbreaker. And then the end of the day one power rankings, we're going to go with Giants fan at number 21 in the New York Giants. Now, the problem with power rankings is that we have so many guys that could be in a 10-point position swing on any given day. Giants fan could easily be in the teens when he plays well, and he could easily be at the back end of his power rankings when he's not. He's just not consistent. So, Giants fan, I'm sticking you here at 21. I don't know that I can really quantify it. I'm not sure that I like it, but you're going to have to suck it up. This is where you are. Welcome to the bottom third of the league. And that's day one of the power rankings for Alpha. We will do numbers 20 through 11 on Wednesday. Make sure you tune in.